Well, we got somebody in.
You got Zoomers?
Yes.
Yeah, Bad Guy TV is listening in, so don't give away any. So Bad Guy TV, can you guys hear us okay? Thumbs up? Perfect, thank you. All right, Matthew?
Becky, just quick turnaround from yesterday. Obviously, after the game, we're celebrating. Just how do you get this group ready to go today after long game yesterday, really emotional, just trying to get them turned around quickly in this instance?
Well, it is a classic setup for like a letdown game, but I just trust them to be the pros that they are. They haven't given me any reason not to believe that they'll be anything but professional coming out today. So we'll see, but this is definitely, like you said, you could allude to that, but this team has shown to be otherwise.
And for both of you, Nafisa Collier didn't play last year. Just what does she bring to this Minnesota team from the individual, and then what she does for the team as a whole?
She kind of does a little bit of everything for them. Defense, she'll handle in some pick and roll. I think it gives them a nice veteran leadership as well. Somebody who knows the system. So it's always nice to have that person that's really comfortable out on the court for you. And so that's her for them. But she does a little bit of everything. So we'll have to be locked in and ready to go for her.
Guys?
Yeah, I got a couple for Becky.
She's bigger than what I thought, by the way. She's taller. Like when I saw her in person at USA,
yeah.
because I never really like stood next to her. I think she's taller than 6'1".
That's how I feel about everybody else.
To be honest. It's the life we live.
Okay, with this being second night with that, obviously early in the season still, but does the minute load for the vets change at all, or is it early up in the season versus Christmas?
It's probably what you should ask her this.
And I hope not.
She didn't want to come out yesterday. I was like, girl, we got a game tomorrow night. She only knows one speed.
Yeah.
Go.
And for Kelsey, this as the league itself has grown, just the coverage doing is also as well. Is there a particular brand of coverage for the league that you'd like to see more of?
A brand of coverage? What do you mean by that?
Like just more, I don't know, more analysis, more background stories of players. Is there a type of story that you'd like to see told more for the
Yeah, I know for me personally, like I always tell people, like, no one goes to support LeBron James. People go to watch him. So I think the narrative around like women's sports, like supporting, like I don't want the charity. I'd rather just like, if you want to come play basketball, like A'ja Wilson or Chelsea Gray or whoever, like come watch. So I think the narrative of like the language of how we speak about people is really important. And so I think as we continue on this journey of growth, just being very, like particular about like the language that we use, because like personally, if you're going to come support me, like I'm good. I don't want support. I want you to just come watch because you want to watch good basketball.
Hey, Ms. Olson?
Hi, Coach. Leah Bielsen, Lynx analyst in Minnesota. Can you just talk about, like, it's been a big weekend for you all with the back-to-back and with the ring ceremony and what all of that has been like in general as you kind of try to step into the next game?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously there's a lot of distractions. People have a lot of family members in to come and support. It was a big weekend for us individually and collectively as a group. But like I said before, this group has given me no reason to think that they're not going to come in and perform when those lights go on. That's become part of their DNA and their identity is competing for 40 minutes when they step out on the court. So, yeah, it's a back-to-back, and yeah, it could be kind of labeled maybe a possible letdown game, but that's not how we're looking at it. We want to continue to build great habits, winning habits. And so it's every time we step on the court, they'll tell you it doesn't matter who we're playing. I'm not necessarily always coaching the score or who we're against. I'm coaching our team to be who they are and who I believe we are night in and night out.
And you guys are so fully loaded at so many different positions. How do you have those conversations with players around playing time? Because obviously everybody wants to play a certain amount. And so it's a good issue to have, but how do you handle that?
Well, I already had a talk with all of them. might not be you on any given night. And so just building that trust, you know, I hold them to the standard of it's team above self, but I'm also held to that standard. It's team above Asia Wilson, it's team above Plum, Parker, whoever. It's everybody's held to that same standard. So and every night is different. Sometimes it calls for a different mixture of players, but I tell you pretty much like that, right? Yeah, where can I go? She starts shaking under this table.
Sorry, Kelsey, just one question. I'm Sloan, the play-by-play broadcaster. I just wanted to ask about your experience with Diamond and being part of the dog class, and she was the only one, you know, going directly into the draft, and your impressions of her from that experience.
Oh man, Diamond was awesome. She was a competitor. I mean, she went at my neck the whole camp. She tried to post me up on every play. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm guarding a 4. But it was great. I just really appreciated how competitive she was, and she's just really eager to get better. And she has, I mean, the sky's the limit for her on her talent and her versatility. So I'm really happy for her. It's good to see her starting and playing, and I'm just excited for her. I think that she's just gonna have a tremendous year and career.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks, ladies. We're going to swap out Riquna Williams. We'll be jumping on the stage for a couple of moments.
You want me to sing to you?
Yes.
Help me. Yeah, I love it.
All right. It is the birthday girl. Riquna
Ah.
She was not scheduled to do this, but she said for her birthday.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Here, everybody.
I don't mind anything for you guys, Jiggy.
Perfect. You guys on the TV end have anything for Riquna, or shall I start in the room?
Please no.
Oh, you can start in the room.
Okay.
In the room?
Ask a quick one. Well, first, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Two, just a general, how are you feeling and how close are you to returning?
I feel great. Every day for the past week, I've been trying to put pressure on Coach Nat and the trainer Tara to let me play. I feel like I'm ready, but they don't want to have the mistake we had last year of me saying I was ready. I feel great, but I wasn't. So this year they're just being more cautious and making sure, but we're 2 days away. So I worked out this morning, had a great workout. So I feel great.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday was your second ring, if I know correctly.
First.
Your first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to get your first one and your birthday? Like, is it like the perfect weekend to get your first ring, get that birthday present?
Yeah.
Sort of solidify it.
Yeah. Candace just yelled at me this morning because I'm the one who I don't celebrate much. Like I treat every day the same pretty much, but she's like, dude, it's your birthday. It's a blessing. Like celebrate something. Like literally after they handed us our rings, I went home and crashed out. I'm like, I have workouts in the morning. So other things are on my mind, but I have taken a moment and celebrated. My wife and my stepson they decorated a house for me while I was working out. So that was great. So I have taken a moment, and my teammates have decorated my locker. So that's pretty cool.
And when you do come back with this new group, with Alicia, with Candace, did you see your role changing, or do you feel like you're still gonna have the same role you had last year?
My role is just be me. Do me, do what got me here for these past 11 years. Keep being Bay. That's my biggest focus. That's what Becky reminded me of when we had our meeting. That's what my teammates remind me of every day.
Thanks a lot, baby. We'll let you go.
Oh yeah.
So much.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Bring the champagne up.
My apologies for giving you a ring.
So I opted out. I went back to